Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mommy Momo here. What's up? What it do, boo? So today's video I am testing out a full face of brand new makeup. Now let me tell you something while you're here. Hit that bell button so that you can be notified every time that I post a new video for you. Don't forget to sub to this channel, girl. Look at these vibes. Ain't nobody handing you these kind of vibes. Don't forget to like or dislike if you're a hater. We see you hating. So yeah, let's get right into this full face of new makeup.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
So for primer, I have here the Haley's Refine Primer. This primer I heard amazing things about. So this is what it looks like. I love the sleek, cute packaging. Ooh. Okay. It doesn't really smell like much. Ooh, it feels so good. Let's see if we can. Oh wow. Look how smooth that side looks opposed to this side. Literally feels really good on the skin, not even lying. So for primer water, I'm going to go in with the Prep and Prime Fix It Spray. I love M.A.C products, so let me just go ahead and prep my skin. This one is just the original scented one. So let's just jump right into the eyeshadow. For today's eyeshadow base, I'm going to use the P.Louise Rumor 2 base. That's what that's looking like. So I'm going to go in with the Colourpop Orange You Glad palette. So this is what it looks like. I did post this on my Instagram stories. If you follow me on IG, you've seen. Before I carry on, I'm going to add my e.l.f. eye tapes. I'm just going to take this Morphe M433 and I'm just going to go into the shade Sunkissed, which is this pretty orange right here. And I'm just going to basically buff this in my crease. So then I'm just going to take the M411 brush. I'm going to go into the shade Rise and Grind. And I'm just going to basically buff this on top of that Sunkissed shade just to kind of diffuse it. I'm going to go back in with Sunkissed and the same brush we used for that, which is the M433 brush. I'm just going to go ahead and just try to brighten that back up. Just going to basically try to focus this on my crease. So I'm just going to take the Morphe M152 brush and I'm going to go into the shade Mimosa, which is this one right here. I'm just going to add that to my lid right here. I'm going to go back in with the M433 brush and I'm just going to go back into this pretty brown shade called You Peel Me, or You Peel Me, excuse me. And I'm just going to kind of blend that in the back like this. I'm going to go back in with the M152 brush. This was just the brush we used for that shade Mimosa, Mommy. And I'm going to wet it as well, spray it. And then I'm going to go back into Mimosa Mommy. What I want to do is just kind of basically place it right back over Mimosa Mommy, just to try to add some more like pigment to it. See how much more vibrant that looks? So I'm just going to go in with this flat brush. This is the Morphe M124 brush. I'm going to take my M.A.C spray again. And then I'm just going to, of course, go in with something a little bit more dramatic. And I'm just going to go in with Clementine, which is this beautiful, like, this beautiful glittery, chunky glitter. I think I'm just going to place it. Let's start here. Let's start with the inner corner. So I'm just gonna kind of do this halfway. I don't want to do it too far off into the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna basically place it over Mimosa Mommy. Gotta keep wetting that brush. I think I'm gonna go in with this M250-0 brush from Morphe, and it's just like a little small liner brush. Again, I'm going to wet this brush, drench it all up. And I think I'm just going to go in with the shade Squeeze Me, which is like a pressed shimmer shade. I'm just going to basically drag this along my crease line. basically adding the glitter closer to that line. I'm going back in with the M152 flat brush. This is Tangerine Dreams. Right here. So I'm just going to basically add the glitter, the shimmer, between our deeper shade and our glitter shade. Alright, so I am loving how this is looking so far. I'm going to go ahead and hopefully I remember everything that I did, and I'm just going to do the other eye and I'll be back. Okay, so I did finish the other eye. It doesn't look exactly the same. That's why I probably need to start doing my eyes both at the same time, because this eye looks completely like darker, which I'm not mad at. I like the whole maybe two-tone vibes I got going on today. So I'm just going to take the Colourpop liquid liner, and this one is in, I think, the shade numero uno. It's just a black. It has the felt tip. I like the way it applied. Let's just see if it dries down matte or not. I am kind of more into matte liquid liners. I don't really like the glossy kind of look. So here I have the Morphe and Jeffree Star Beauty Sponge Trio. This comes with 3 beautiful pink sponges. I'm excited to use these. For foundation today, I'm going to go in with the Tarte buffer brush. This brush is so soft. I also showed this on my Instagram. If you have me on IG, you've seen me show you guys. I just got this brush. Oh my gosh, it feels so good on the skin, so soft. I'm so excited to buff my foundation in with this brush. So for today's foundation, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place foundation. This is a full coverage foundation. I have mine in the shade Ibiza 530. Hopefully this matches me. It says it's a velvety matte foundation. It just comes in a squeezy tube like this, which I don't mind. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand first, just a little bit like that. And I'm just gonna take the Tarte buffing brush, and I'm going to use my finger first, and I'm just going to kind of just place it on my face. So let's buff and let's see. It's kind of too yellow for me, I think, but we can definitely make it do what it do. So far, it doesn't really have a smell. It smells like something, but it's not like a super strong smell, so that's pretty good. This foundation is so full coverage, it's ridiculous. It looks really good on the skin so far though. So this is what it looks like up close. I'm really actually loving how it's looking. It is a little bright for me. Very full coverage. And I'm also not hating the way the brush applied the foundation, like at all. So I'm just going to go in with my Sonia sponge, and I did dampen it. And I'm just going to kind of basically pat that into my skin. And as you can see, like, I did a really small squeeze on my hand. I did use all of the foundation. So for my lighter contour shade, I have the Jeffree Star concealer. This one is in the shade C13. Can we just talk about this packaging? So cute. And this is really pointy, and it does hurt if you stab yourself with it. And it comes with just a cute applicator. I love these applicators for my lip gloss. I don't think I have a concealer applicator that looks like this one. Hopefully this is not too light. I think it is going to be too light, but once again, we will definitely just have to make it work. Ooh. Yeah, I'm just gonna use a little bit thin because I don't want to look too bad. I'm just gonna drag it on my dark circle. Cause really, that's what I want to see, you know, how it performs with those circles under my eye. And I'm just going to use the small Jeffree Star concealer sponge. I just want to see how it blends out. Ooh. Okay, so first, the sponge does blend pretty nice. I'm not mad at it. It's not leaving it blotchy. And the concealer is also blending out pretty nice. You can go ahead and blend out the other side. As for the circles, it's not really covering them up as much as I would like. Let's try to build it. Give us something a little better. I'm just really kind of focusing it on those dark circles. We're gonna jump right into our darker contour. So here I have the new Kylie bronzer. So cute. And this one is in the shade Bronze Medium. Oh, it's so creamy. Okay, so that's what that's looking like. I'm just gonna put a little bit, because this one is kind of cool toned, and on my hand it looks a little warmer. Oh, this is very creamy though. Again, it probably is just that I got the wrong shade. Oh, I didn't blend it out yet, so we really don't know. I use this brush so much, it is like leaning. I don't know if you can tell, but this is my e.l.f. buffing foundation brush. I'm just going to use this to buff in my darker contour, and let's see how this blends out. It's blending out really good. RIP to my edges. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, again, that Morphe sponge, and I'm just going to kind of dab that concealer in. Sponges work pretty good. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do my forehead. Blend that in. This is what it's looking like up close. Everything is looking pretty good. It feels good on the skin. My skin does not feel cakey, which is amazing. I'm going to go in with the KKW pressed powder. I have mine in the shade 2. Okay, this is cute. This is what it looks like fresh out the box. It just has the number 2 on the back. So I'm just going to go in with this 421 brush by Real Techniques. And we're going to go ahead and set that lighter contour. Okay, so that's what that's looking like up close. The powder is not bad. It's definitely brightening my under eye. So next, I'm just going to prep my lashes with the KKW Beauty Mascara. This one is just in the shade Black. I love the matte packaging again. This is what the applicator looks like. Okay, it looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prep my lashes for falsies. I can definitely wear this on my own, like on a natural day. Look how much, like, you see how that looks from the side? Opposed to how my lashes look from the side over here. So today for lashes, I'm gonna go in with the Eyelure Jasmine Brown Collection lashes. These look so cute. I'm so excited to try these. Very, very soft. That's what they're looking like. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my lash glue. While the lashes dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face. I'm using the Hailey's setting powder by Hailey's Beauty. It says it's an ultra blurring weightless powder that creates a photo-friendly airbrushed finish. This silky loose powder is fortified with sea bean oil and vitamin E to help nourish and smooth the skin. That sounds really good. So this is what it looks like outside of the box. So I'm gonna go in with the Jeffree Star and Morphe sponge, the bigger one. I'm gonna go ahead and tap the slanted end into the powder. Let's check on the lashes. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. I like how it just gives me like an elongated kind of eye. Okay, the application was so easy. Okay, backtrack. So here I have the Benefit Cosmetics Cheek Stars palette. This is the Reunion Tour palette. So this is what she looks like. Just gonna open her up. Woo-hoo. So it does come with a mirror. So I know the Hoola bronzer, which is this one right here. It is a very popular bronzer, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this bronzer to set my darker contour. So I'm just going to go ahead with a slanted brush. I'm going to dip into the Hoola bronzer. I'm just going to go ahead and stamp that in to my darker contour. Ooh, I am loving that already. I like the warmth it's giving right now, okay? So now I'm just going to go ahead and take the e.l.f. Buffing Foundation brush, and I'm just going to basically blend this in. This is very gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I am in love. I like it's almost like a highlighter bronzer kind of duo. Just how it, do y'all see that? So now I'm gonna go in with the Hailey's Beauty. Now we're gonna do it. And I'm just going to set my darker contour with that, kind of like that edge. Powder's looking good. I'm loving the way this sponge is like basically perfectly contoured, like basically structured to really get into that contour. So then I'm just gonna take the more pointy end of this sponge and I'm just going to set my under eye. I'm actually gonna use my smaller one, okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and carve out that nose contour. And then this is really good for getting like in my nose area. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the pointy end and kind of just drag it down my nose like I usually do. I'm gonna let that sit a little bit longer. So while I let that kind of bake a little longer, I'm just gonna go back in with my orange You Glad palette. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Mimosa first, and I'm just going in with the Morphe M508 brush. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my inner. Then I'm gonna go in with the same brush. I think I'm gonna go in with You Peel Me, just like that darker shade that we used. I'm just gonna take that on the outer V. I'm gonna go in with Sun Kissed. I'm just gonna kind of place that right in the middle of the two shades. So that's what that's looking like. It's like an ombre kind of effect, which is so pretty. I'm in love. Oh, this powder looks so good. So really quick, I'm gonna go in with the Fix It MAC spray again, and I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of lock that powder in. Just gonna go ahead and just kind of like dab my face to kind of like set that powder in. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my Cheek Stars palette. I'm gonna go in with the Profusion Cosmetics PD8 brush. Let's try Dallas. There we go. Yeah, I like that. So this is my first time using this. This is the ABH brow setting mascara. This one is in the shade Ebony. So, I mean, it's looking pretty good. The proof is in how long the brows last. So for highlight, I'm going to go back in with the Benefit Cosmetics palette. And I'm just going to go into this Cookie. It is, I think, the only highlight inside of the palette. So I'm just going to go ahead and highlight. Oh! Yo! Intense! Oh my gosh, that is so wet and pretty looking. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this palette. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go back in with the KKW Beauty Mascara, and I'm just gonna do my lower lash line. Okay, so my favorite part of each makeup look is the lips. So for today's lip color, we are gonna go in first with the KKW Beauty lip liner, and this one is in the shade Nude 1, and it's just like a very pretty brown, kind of mauvey brown toned. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips really fast. I love the points on her pencil because I feel like these are so perfect. I'm in love with this lip liner. So then I'm just gonna go in with the Tiana Taylor and MAC collab. This one is in the shade I Got a Man. I got a man, but I don't have any manners. So it's just like a pretty like brown toned. I have not used this, but doesn't it match that lip liner like almost perfectly? So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on. Very creamy. So then I'm going to go in with the KKW Nude 3 Gloss. And this is just what it looks like. Ooh. Applicator doe foot. It's just like a pretty mauvey kind of brown toned as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit to the center. I'm going to go back in with the MAC Fix It Spray. just to set that in a little bit. But that's not the setting spray I'm going to use. I actually got something else. So then for setting spray, I'm going to go in with the Kylie Cosmetics setting spray. I believe this is a matte spray. So I'm just going to go ahead and set my face. Ooh. That smells really good. Okay, beautiful people, that is going to conclude our full face of new makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this video. It was so much fun. Just a few gems if we're gonna run through this really quickly. The Hailey's Beauty primer as well as the setting powder. I love the way these look. I am going to take a flash photography picture and insert it here, so you can see how the powder looks really with flash photography. I'm not hating it. My makeup looks really, really good. We'll see how it withstands the heat today. And yeah, next, these lashes. Girl, I am loving these lashes. This is the star of the show. This palette is amazing. I'm in love with this palette. I'm in love with it. The Tarte buffing foundation brush. This brush was really, really good. I was not expecting it to work that well. The two sprays I used today, the Kylie Cosmetics setting spray as well as the MAC Fix It Prime Prep and setting spray. These are really, really good. I am in love with both of them. I'm really in love with this one. I love the glowiness that it kind of gives my skin before and after makeup. Lastly, the lip products. The KKW lip liner in Nude 1 as well as the lip gloss in Nude 2, I believe, Nude 3. These were really good. I love the way they feel on the lips, as well as the Tiana Taylor lipstick. This lipstick is so pretty. I'm in love with the shade. Everything about this lip trio is just everything. And I will see you all next time. Bye!